In Philly, the process is processing right now. What a game for Embiid and Maxey. But let's do a quick flashback, if you will, because January 22nd of 2024, historic night for Embiid. Franchise record 70 points against Wemby and the Spurs. One of just 10 players in NBA history to hit that 70 mark in a single game.
Wow.
That was his rookie year, right, Wemby?
So we pick it up.
Big bully.
Big bully. So we pick it back on Thursday.
Joel from three.
He's hitting threes like Danny Green in that building.
Yes, he is.
This combo, Danny.
Inside out. You do a little bit of everything. When he's healthy, man, unstoppable.
Under 5 to play here. 3 minutes, actually.
Tyrese with the left-hand scoop. He's been going to that left a lot lately.
He is that dude. Minute and a half left.
Ooh, clean.
Just a two-man game. How are you going to stop it?
Can't.
You can't. So this is the next Rockets possession. KD.
Bully ball right over the top.
You can't.
He's a bucket, too.
Less than a minute later, PG with the
Good
steal.
defense right there.
Come on.
Great
Meet
defense. Meet me. I'm
There he
going.
goes.
Scoring.
Roadrunner.
Now you see him, now you don't.
And we're tied at 1:15. So we got 7 seconds left.
Thompson, what are you doing? He's too far off. Ooh.
Wait a minute.
It looked good,
Oh, it was fun.
but after further review,
Yeah.
Nick Nurse almost lost his mind when he saw the replay.
rightfully so.
So that means we got bonus basketball overtime.
Meet.
2.5
There
left
he
in
goes.
OT.
That left hand.
What are you gonna
Insane.
do? What are you gonna do?
Better be prepared, be ready.
Nah,
Too
that-
fast.
Durant doesn't get the 3,
2 for $1.
but comes back in.
Oh, that was sweet. What a game.
I know.
It
Crazy.
was great.
15 seconds left.
Hustling,
steal.
hustling.
Good steal.
Embiid.
Tyrese.
Look at that.
Dagger right here.
Done.
2-hand jam. Hang on the rim.
Unbelievable. Philly takes it 128-122. Embiid and Maxey took over in the fourth and overtime, combining for 26 points on 11 of 19 shooting while adding 9 assists. Here, the two Sixers stars talking about one another after the game.
We ran our stuff. Obviously, our pick and roll, us together. Obviously, if they're going to lock in on me, he has to take advantage of that space. And he did that then, he did his job.
He walked into the locker room after the game and said, "There's no way I should ever play more minutes than Tyrese." And I said, "No, that's great. You should do it more often." Y'all know my quote about Joel. He's just getting back to himself slowly but surely. And he's doing it in a different way, kind of. He's just really locked in and really bought into this team. And we appreciate him for that.
I love that. Also, the BJ Max.
BJ Max.
A little
Major
nod to the
comeback.
rookie. Phenomenal. I love that. Embiid has played in 10 out of 12 games in January, only missing back-to-backs this month, which is fair. Wendy, how much does a healthy Embiid really impact this team?
Well, you look at this game, okay, triple-double, awesome, amazing, 9th of his career, but I'm looking at 46 minutes.
A lot of minutes.
They go to overtime, and they're like, Joel, just keep playing, which means that he is feeling good. We've seen the dunks start to come up over the last couple of weeks, and he's also trolling people on social media.
100%.
He trolled his former teammate Furkan Korkmaz after this, calling back to something from like 6 months ago. So you know he's on his game when he is playing that many minutes. And let's just be honest, I have no idea whether it can last. I hope it can last. But if you've got Embiid playing like this and you've got Maxey playing like an all-NBA player and the supporting cast they have, the Eastern Conference is gettable for them. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, can't disagree.
I feel like we need to do something pretty special.
Why not?
And
Let's
break this
do it.
down.
Let's get to it.
Because I really feel like this is the closest that we have seen to maybe an MVP Joel Embiid in a long time. Not saying he's there yet, but he's looking pretty
He looked like it last night.
We're seeing Paul George making plays.
Getting steals.
And we're also seeing that amazing, the most explosive backcourt in the NBA, young backcourt. You love it. Now, Danny, I feel like it's interesting because there was a specific play that they used, that they took advantage of.
What is it? Give me some, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
They got to learn a little something from the Golden State Warriors. And Draymond, since Joel Embiid is kind of taking a back seat, he's trying to get the floor. They're getting a lot of spacing, and this is open up the floor for everybody. But this is one thing that Steph does very well. Getting off the screen, if he sees a double, throw and go. Tyrese gives it to get right back to him. Look at all the space that he gets. Draymond and Steph are some of the best in the business at doing it. Tyrese now is learning that. Joel's kind of letting Tyrese do his own thing, getting wide open shots. Same type of scenario, because they have so many threats on the floor, getting everybody down the floor. Kelly Oubre gets to that dunker spot. PG, VJ. Tyrese is such a threat. Look at Amin Thompson, or whoever's guarding him right now. So far off the floor, Joel has all this lane to work with. Now, he's not explosive as he used to be, but he's still got that bag, give you a little up and under. Clint Capella, not the same defender he was in Atlanta. But he, can still get to the free throw line, but that's what Joel does. He's great at getting to the basket and getting to the free throw line.
You know I love numbers. You said something important. You said throw and go. It's also dribble handoffs. Those handoffs, 39 points from handoffs versus the Rockets. That's the most in a game since 2018. And that had me thinking, that looked really familiar by the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got one more tape here.
Oh, we got one?
It involves my friend, my teammate, Danny Green.
Is it your boy?
This looks pretty familiar.
Hold on.
We saw this before years ago. You and Joel. Here's the throw and go. And guess what? You finished it.
Little float action. That might have been an accident. Joel never really did, but I'll take it though. Got to take advantage.
They're going back to Old Faithful. I want you to look at this number. Plus 464 when you and Joel Embiid were on the floor. We got to get one more down. Okay, are you down? Can you sort of explain you were winning? You're crazy. Can you actually head to the court with me?
Oh, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Let's head to the court because I want you to explain as a shooter and me, a great big, how this dribble handoff or throw and go really happens.
Well, you got to have a threat who has the ball. It's a lot harder to guard when Joel, because he's a great big at the.
Wait, hold on. So MJ's my defense.
I'm supposed to. I mean,
JJ's.
There you go. When you got it, starting the offense right there. A lot of times they don't expect me to do it, right?
But first, I'm Joel Embiid, and you are Tyrese Maxey.
I'm Tyrese Maxey. I'm not as fast as Tyrese.
And
he usually prefers his right hand. But because they guard Joel so tight, it makes it easier for these guys to kind of, one of them is going to get open. Tyrese is so fast, he tries to lull him to sleep with the back door, comes off with a lot of speed. This guy's coming to get him.
Slam screen
and
here.
Either you got to pick your poison, right?
Slam.
Either she comes up and they both come, and you get an easy two, or I'm coming downhill.
Do you still have the float?
I have the float with the left.
No,
we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again.
Right.
It's a little tight.
It is
a little bit.
Damn.
It's all good.
It's been a rough January for the Knicks.
Fans out there, sorry.
Just 3-8 this month, but they're coming off a franchise best 54-point win over the Nets on Wednesday night. They held the Nets to just 66 points, fewest by any team in a game since 2016. They now have to prepare for Philly and a rejuvenated Joel Embiid on Saturday. Our senior writer, Tom Bontemps, was in Philly just last night. What are you watching going into this weekend?
Well, I'm watching to see more than anything if Joel Embiid can carry over that performance he had Thursday night to this Saturday showdown against an Eastern Conference rival in the Knicks. And as you guys all laid out, especially Brian, earlier with your comments, the thing that stood out to me being at Rockets Sixers last night and being around Joel Embiid postgame is that we're seeing the old Joel come back in all different facets. This is the most minutes he's played since that MVP season and the 22-23 season in a regular season game. And after the game, as Brian referenced, he's trolling his former teammate. He's joking about how January 22nd, the 2-year anniversary of his 70-point game, is a special day. He might try to have a kid on that day next year. It's kind of back to being the laughing, joking, fooling around Joel Embiid off the court, coupled with the guy that, as a couple people told me privately during the day, is starting to look like his old self again. And in a wide-open Eastern Conference with Tyrese Maxey playing like an All-NBA guard, with VJ Edgecombe being a fantastic rookie for them, with Paul George looking like he's closer to his old self after he had an injury-riddled season a year ago. The Sixers, I think, really look at this as a golden opportunity to make a run in a wide-open Eastern Conference. While I wouldn't expect them to make a ton of moves to improve between now and the trade deadline, if they are healthy, as Brian pointed out, going into the playoffs, this might be the most talented team in the East if Joel Embiid is back to playing at an All-NBA level. And for the last couple months, he's been like that, and that 46 minutes on Thursday night, I think, was a great sign of where he's going. And we'll see if he can continue it going up against a guy in Karl Towns he's always liked playing against, and the Knicks on Saturday.
Yeah, Tim, you'll be in Philly tomorrow for this one. The Sixers are 2-0 against the Knicks. What's their biggest challenge in this matchup?
Well, the biggest challenge really is on the Knicks side, going up against Philly, who's already beaten them twice this year. And the Knicks have had no ability to really slow down the two guards, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, in the first couple of games. Joel Embiid only played in one of them. He famously had his first dunk of the year at the end of the last game, which was a comfortable win for Philadelphia. But this is a Knicks team that has struggled at times, especially lately on the defensive end, despite how well they played the other night. Before that, they were 2-9 in the prior 11 games. They were the 28th worst defensive team in the league over that stretch. And with their lack of athleticism on the perimeter, particularly defensively across the board, they've tried to put OG Anunoby on Tyrese Maxey. They've tried to put Mikal Bridges on Tyrese Maxey. It hasn't really mattered. He's been able to get wherever he wanted. He also had a lot of success against the Knicks in that playoff series that New York won back in 2024 as well. So it's going to be a fascinating matchup. Knicks obviously started to get themselves right with that blowout win over their crosstown rivals in the Nets on Wednesday, but obviously Brooklyn is not a team that's trending towards playing in the playoffs. The Knicks and Sixers could, in theory, play in the first round. Philly's only a game and a half back of the Knicks right now. So this will be a much better test of if the Knicks are starting to turn things around or if Philadelphia has really got a chance to be a top 4 team in the East.
For many years, Derrick Rose was the face of Chicago, not just the Bulls, but his time with his hometown team was special. He is the youngest player to ever win MVP at just 22 years old back in 2011 and will be just the 5th player in team history to get his jersey retired. With that, we welcome in Jamal Collier, who, of course, covers the Bulls. Jamal, great to have you. And what plans do the Bulls have for Derrick Rose tomorrow night with his jersey getting retired?
Well, it starts with the fact that that ceremony is going to be after the game on Saturday night against the Celtics, because the Bulls didn't want to run into time constraints doing something at halftime or before the game for what they expect to be really an outpour of love from Derrick, from the city, from the organization, and really just a chance for him to really shine in his moment with a city that, and I talked to Michael Reinsdorf, the Bulls owner, earlier this week. He just talked about how this connection between Derrick and the city of Chicago is still so strong, and he was most excited to just hear Derrick Rose speak and outpour his love, outpour his affection for the city. He's going to have about 20 of his ex-teammates are made the trip to be in town, including Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, Taj Gibson, and potentially ex-coach Tom Thibodeau as well, to be in attendance to shower Derrick Rose with love. The Bulls have got a couple of guys from Chicago as well on their roster. They're expected to be a pretty emotional moment for Derrick, for the fans, and for everybody from this city to be able to finally honor Derrick Rose back in Chicago one more time.
Oh, the intention speaks volumes. But Jamal, before you go, we want to get you on one more, because you're also covering Milwaukee this week. What have you heard in terms of Giannis and his future with the Bucks?
Yeah, you know, Giannis, as you can, and increasingly in post games, has become frustrated with the kind of this state and the way the team is playing. I mean, they continue to be stuck in 11th place. They're 7 games under 500. You can just hear after each game, he's sort of pleading for the team to up the intensity, the effort, the chemistry level, everything to sort of get better and to start clicking. It's really been highlighted these last couple of weeks against some of the top team in the West, the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves. They've really lost these games. They've gotten out of hand early by 20 and 30 points. And it continues. The rest of the league has all eyes on Milwaukee, all eyes on Giannis. I've had several league executives from rival teams say that they're wondering if teams are going to be close, holding all their chips a little closer to the vest as they wait for this resolution for Giannis, whether it's now or sometime in the summer.
NBA